Tonight on Exposure, every evil saga has a beginning. Then, sex, guns, and a plot to kill the missus in a modern film noir. And an animated look at the Big Bang. Plus, a rebellious hacker jacks into the ultimate cyber fix.
Sci-Fi short film program.
Downloading host profile, Lisa Marie, a feature film actress who has starred in Ed Wood, Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, and the upcoming Planet of the Apes.
Tonight, from the delightful to the disturbing in the world of short film. First, have you ever wondered how and why Dr. Evil became evil? Evil Hill is a spoof of Notting Hill and the Phantom Menace, and is often referred to as Austin Powers, Episode 1. It was created and directed by Ryan Schifrin. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California, Schifrin is a graduate of the USC Film School and is a prolific writer. He has completed 7 feature-length screenplays, 2 teleplays, and a novel. Currently, Ryan is developing a script about online computer game addiction. Now, see how an unlikely romance between a Bavarian booksmith and America's #1 sex symbol leads to the creation of a power-hungry madman in Evil Hill.
I guess there's just more for me then.
Get out of here, you freaking wanting freak, Bill! Get there! Get out of here! Get out of here!
Good morning, Mr. Evil.
Good morning, number 2. I got this for you, but it didn't make it.
That's all right. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. Okay. Did it arrive?
Yes, Mr. Evil. May I present to you Mischievous George and Friends. The first in a planned series of books eerily similar to a highly successful series of books, but at 1/3 the cost.
Excellent, number 2. We should sell it for $1. Number 2. Do you think people find me singularly repulsive?
Well, Mr. Evil, I can't speak for others, but personally, I have always considered you an extremely attractive...
Can I help you?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm just browsing.
Yeah, that one's not actually very good. The drawings look like they're done by a quadriplegic monkey who's had his eyes knocked out by a wily mongoose. Has to stick a pencil in his mouth and move his head around to do the drawings.
You're right. Thanks.
That one's pictures are better, but I should warn you, it's one of those pop-up books, which, you know, you have to be careful with. You turn the page and bam, things fly out at you. Scary. You know, could lose an eye. And I'm gonna give you this one too, free of charge. It's one of my favorites. The Ugly Duckling.
Thank you. It's one of my favorites as well.
Well,
see you around.
yeah. See ya. Holy freaking Christ, it burns! It burns! Oh my God, I am a freaking idiot. I should be put in a burlap bag and beaten.
Are you all right?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure it won't even leave a scar. Yeah.
Look what he did! He tried to kill Marilyn Monroe! He did!
No.
Oh, I told you he was evil!
We should probably get off the street.
Probably. I'm so sorry about your dress.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just spill some more on it, make it a red dress.
At least let me make it up to you. I know a one-legged Hungarian launderer who's master of the art of stain removal. We could go see him.
Oh, we could just go to dinner.
Dinner? Oh, yeah, sure. Do that.
When my lover comes to me and kisses me so tenderly, I know my lonely nights are through. My dreams have all come true. Then I believe in magic. I believe in fairy tales. And I believe in love. When my baby holds me tight and tells me everything's alright, I know my lonely days are gone. My life is like a song. Oh, I believe in magic. I believe in fairy tales. And I believe in love.
Hey,
You can't come in.
I thought we'd a date for brunch. You know, brunch. A combination of breakfast and lunch. Quite clever, really.
It's my boyfriend. He surprised me.
Boyfriend?
Marilyn, who's there?
It's room service, Jack.
I see the most powerful man in the world. Now, how can I compete
Room service. Great. I have a cup of chowder.
Ask not how your country can for you, but how you can for your country.
I beg your pardon?
A wop bop, a loo bop, a wop bam sh.
All right, that's enough.
Chapter 1 says you shut it. Yeah, you shut it with all your heart. Chapter 2, you zip it. You never let your lips part. In Chapter 3, remember the meaning of my sh. In Chapter 4, you break up. And you give me just one more frickin' chance. You'll regret this. Let frickin' go of me. Oscar, you heard the freaks on your instant with the fun tonight. Come on, yeah, run home to your mummies. Let's go. Want a piece of me? Hop on. I'm sure them.
From Hollywood, California, here is director Ryan Schifrin.
I think every story is as good as its villain. I think villains often drive plots, so I think it's important to have a good villain. You know, they seem almost like Hannibal Lecter's omnipotent. You know, they have no fear. They always have a plan. They have a certain charisma about them that I think everybody wishes that they had. It was a logic that came from the idea, which was we were going to do the origin of how Dr. Evil turned evil, which meant he had to be younger than he was in the Austin Powers movies. So we made that the early 60s. And Austin Powers 2 and Notting Hill were just opening, and it just kind of was the right time. So in Notting Hill, Julia Roberts plays the biggest movie star in the world. So the question is, well, who was the biggest movie star in the world in the 60s? And it was Marilyn Monroe. I think he's more human than Austin Powers. I think not only is he a villain and he's funny, I think that the fact that he's having problems with his son, you know, that he has this dysfunctional family, and he's kind of caught up in all the everyday problems that real people have, I think is what makes him identifiable. My dad's a composer. I think most famous piece of music is the Mission Impossible theme. So I've grown up around Hollywood. A lot of his friends are famous, so I didn't think anything of it. I thought everybody knows famous people growing up. It wasn't until later that I realized, oh no, that's not the way it is. When I was in 5th grade, Clint Eastwood came to my dad's birthday party, and I remember my friend and I shook his hand, and we said, oh, we're not going to wash our hands for a week. So I think I started getting starstruck at a pretty young age.
Next, a husband filled with hate has the perfect plan for revenge.
I don't trust anyone.
A deadly double-cross when exposure continues.
With an eye for the ladies, the bitter wife, wise to her man, and a beautiful mistress who goes both ways. It's classic film noir with a modern twist, and it's called A Game with No Rules, from director Scott Reynolds. Born and raised in Auckland, New Zealand, Reynolds learned to appreciate film as a projectionist at the local movie house. While still in school, he and his longtime producer, Jonathan Dowling, started making short films. They have since collaborated on the feature films The Ugly, Heaven, and the soon-to-be-released Shearer's Breakfast. Now, see if you can follow the deadly trail of deception. That is, a game with no rules.
I have to go.
Here. I put 6 in. When are you gonna pick up the tickets?
Don't you worry about it. This time Sunday, we were sitting on a beach, drinking tequila.
Say hi to your wife for me.
So how much money do you have?
About $10,000. I've been saving.
$13 million.
Excuse me?
$13 million.
You know, can I buy you a drink usually works.
That's not a pickup line.
So why are you so unhappy?
It's not mine. It belongs to my wife.
I'm listening.
So what do you want to know?
Well, her name's a good start. I'm Vera.
Kane.
So you get half her money if you divorce her, right?
Yep.
So, how do I stand to make 50 grand out of it?
Well, wouldn't you divorce your husband if you found her in bed with another woman?
She's beautiful. Why do you want a divorce?
My wife prefers lovers of the female gender. She's here.
You bastard.
Care to join us? Now you know how it feels.
You son of a bitch! That was over a year ago.
Hey, if you don't like it, divorce me.
Yeah. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
What's wrong?
It's gone.
What's gone?
The money. The account's empty. She's moved it.
So what does that mean?
We have to kill her.
Kane, I don't know if I can kill anyone.
You don't have to kill anybody. I'll do it. Happily. Vera, everything's changed. Divorce is out of the question. There is no other way. We find out where she's moved the money, then get rid of her.
Why don't you just kill her and keep the money yourself?
Because you know what I'm about to do. But if you don't want to help...
Wait. I didn't say that I wouldn't.
Well, are you in or out?
I have a gun you can use. I bought it when I first started living alone.
I thought you didn't want to get involved.
I changed my mind.
So, what did you want to see me about? You use words, you put them together and they make sentences.
Your husband's going to kill you. He has a .38 special with 6 hollow point bullets.
Right. Are you serious?
He offered me money. Then one night I heard him on the phone. He's got another woman lined up. He was telling her that he's almost finished with the both of us, and they'd be leaving any day now. So I'm here.
Kane's not dumb. He was following me this morning, probably hoping I'd lead him to my money. Wouldn't matter anyway. I've altered the account. He can't co-sign anymore. Are you sure he didn't follow you here?
Positive. He came back onto the subject. I think $2 million is a fair price for saving your life.
But you haven't saved my life yet.
Haven't I? The gun that Kane's going to use is the one that I gave him. It's loaded with blanks. This one isn't.
$50,000. Take it or leave it.
Okay.
I'll get you a bank check for $20,000 today. You can pick it up tomorrow. You get the rest over the next few weeks. Bring your account number.
The conclusion of Game with No Rules when exposure continues.
He's dead. He wants to make me.
He's trying to rape her.
Mating season has begun. Species 2. Tomorrow at 9 on Sci-Fi.
Kane.
How was your day?
It was fine.
How was my wife?
It went perfect. I did everything you said. I gave her the gun, and the money's coming tomorrow.
Good. The bank check will have the issuing branch on it. And once we know where that came from, it's all ours. Now, you sure you put blanks in her gun? And I didn't have blanks in mine.
Of course. Don't you trust me?
I have to. After all, I can still forge a signature. But I need someone who looks like her to deal with the bank.
G'day. Can I help you?
I'd like to buy some bullets for this gun.
These are blanks. Sorry, honey, I can't sell you any shells. Not unless you've got a firearms license.
Listen, honey. I don't particularly have the patience to play 20 questions. How much?
Well, I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm sure we can reach an agreement.
When you get the check, make sure it has the branch address. Okay? Get her in the bedroom. I don't care how, just do it. Then pull the curtain shut.
You make sure you get in there before things get too out of control.
Don't worry, I will. You, just make sure you get the hell out of the way. I want a clear aim to deal with that bitch.
What time's the flight?
2:30. We have plenty of time. Go.
Don't you trust me?
I don't trust anyone.
When?
Tomorrow, 2:00 p.m. Hey, don't worry. I'll make sure that you're okay. Come with me.
Yes, this is William Orden, O-R-D-E-N. My wife and I have been house sitting for the Harrises. Can you please tell Mr. Harris that something important has come up and that we've had to leave urgently? Thank you.
She has $10,100.12.
How's the signature?
Easy.
Later, an enemy of the state is determined to crack a top-secret code. And next, angry androids awaken the universe. When exposure continues.
Centuries. In our next film, Prelude to Eden, it all starts the day two agitated atoms meet on the field of battle. Renowned animator Michel Gagné was born and raised in Quebec. Gagné studied animation at Sheridan College in Ontario. His visionary work can be seen in over 20 films and several art exhibitions. He is currently writing and drawing a comic book series entitled Zed, set for release later this year. Now, for an alternate take on the origin of the universe, here is Prelude to Eden.
From Stephanie's Gallery in Flint Ridge, California, here is director Michel Gagné.
Prelude to Eden was a pure compulsion. I didn't have a plan. I just kind of went to the drawing table and started drawing this atom and like animating an atom. And I'm like, this thing is just, I'm gonna let it evolve. It's personal research in a way, my own personal evolution. Once I did Prelude to Eden, it's like I couldn't stop anymore. I'm very much of an extremist, and I went into paintings and sculptures, and things just kept rolling and stuff. Right now I'm doing a comic series, and then I started trying to tell stories with my storybooks. Some people look at compulsion as a sickness, you know, so maybe this is a sickness.
Next, the future's under surveillance, and there's nowhere to hide.
Information is power, and power is controlled by those with money.
Accessing the airwaves when exposure continues. Now, exposure continues with host Lisa Marie.
It's 2001, the year of sci-fi. Time for another vision of the future. Tonight, enter a future that's under constant surveillance. Long-range satellites, hidden cameras, and cybernetic samurais all keep watch over a virtually obsessed society. It's all part of the world of Electricity, directed by Stephen Wagner and based on a song by Calliope Soul. Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, Wagner learned filmmaking on his own and by taking on every job possible at a local TV station. He now co-owns and runs a production studio. Calliope Soul is pursuing a record deal for her Dated Bitch computer music project. Now, a technophobic look at tomorrow by way of the music video. Here is the world premiere of Electricity.
From Chicago, Illinois, here is director Stephen Wagner.
The song Electricity is comparing the flow of electrical current to that constant push of information that we're bombarded by these days. We're telling a story that deals with paranoia with addiction, with the need to constantly hook up or hook into this information flow. And it goes on to tell the story of a person who is addicted to this flow, who just can't get enough, always has to have a hookup.
The vision of the future that's portrayed in Electricity is a very possible one. Information is power, and power is in the hands of those with wealth or money. I think it would be foolish not to think that regulation of the internet isn't right around the corner. I think we'll also see a great divide between those with access to information and those without. The rampant disinformation that's available on the web these days makes it very hard to discern the truth. In fact, I don't think we're far away from a situation like the classic Orson Welles radio broadcast of War of the Worlds, where maybe we'll wake up one day and log into a hacked homepage and it'll announce World War III or stock market crash. Oh, I don't know. I mean, the whole DV revolution, digital filmmaking thing, it's a touchy subject with me, quite honestly, because more and more people I meet are so obsessed with gear that they're not getting anything done. I mean, basically what I hear is, well, if I have this computer with this FireWire drive and with this camera, then I can make my project. Isn't filmmaking about storytelling? Did we forget this somehow? Did digital get rid of that? It's just, I keep telling people, I'm like, you know, get out of your bedroom and go make a film. I mean, you know, what's so hard about that?
Stay tuned. Exposure will continue. Lisa Marie.
For another look at this week's short film selections and extended interviews with their creators, log on now to exposure.sci-fi.com.
Sci-Fi's groundbreaking website, exposure.sci-fi.com, allows you to vote for your favorite short films, send feedback to their creators, learn about the all-new Exposure Studios, and much more. Plus, revisit your favorite short films, many now available in broadband.
And on the next Exposure, a filmmaker who will do anything for his art. And keep clear of the 405. An emergency landing is in progress. I'm Lisa Marie. Let's get exposed together. Next week on Sci-Fi's original short film series, Exposure.